you're my queen from Boston. Survive, I'm the king from Boston. Survive, you're the queen.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is straight to Boston, aka the King of Boston. Today we're back for episode 11 of the Georgia State Dynasty here. You can take a look at what went on this week for the recruiting. You can see we got a lot of guys scheduled to visit. This week we have Craig Harris, Mark Lyles, Tom Jackson, Justin Wagner, Joshua Wright, Brad Barnes, and John Hargrove all coming to campus this week. And yes, none of those guys do have conflicting visits or whatever it's called, competitive visits. A couple of them do have complimentary visits, and we're going to be scheduling Joel Foster to come this week, as well as Kevin Prater, excuse me. So we got a lot of guys coming against Western Kentucky this week. Hopefully we will win. Obviously we want to impress the recruits. So you can see here we're putting some more points into Troy Leak, and we're also going to end up putting in some more points into a couple other guys. So the way I usually do my points is I look for guys that were over 1,000 points on top of. You can see we're only 140 on top of Ronald Estes, so we're going to put 500 into him. Ron Perry, we just added to the board. We're only 425 behind on him. We're going to go after him. We have 5 running backs that we're actually in the lead for at this point. So if I have a guy who I'm over 1,000 points ahead on, I always try to take points off of him. At the most, I'll put like maybe 100 into him, maybe 250 if I really want to make sure I get him. So anyway, I like to take those points that I don't put into those players and put them into players that, you know, rather closer on. So you can see this matchup is of Georgia State and Western Kentucky. This is in the Georgia Dome. Western Kentucky, they do really outrank us in the fact that they're 77 overall, we're at 60, but it's been like that for a lot of this year, so we'll see if we can try to rebound after last week's tough loss. Now, Ronnie Bell and Travis Evans are back in the starting lineup this week. Ronnie Bell, I'm giving the edge over Ben McClain because really at this point it's clear that neither of them are a better thrower. Like, one's not a better thrower than the other, but Bell is certainly better at the read option than Ben McClain is. So for now, Bell's going to be getting the nod. I know it's been back and forth all year, and I think some people are really upset about that. But look at this. Bo Brand, I believe is this returner's name, starts out the game with a 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. 95-yard, excuse me. Bo Brand gives Western Kentucky an early 7-0 lead. And I realize that the interceptions that I throw are obviously my fault and not the actual quarterbacks. You guys think I'm ignorant to that fact, but no, I'm not. Don't worry. It's just it's more fun to play around with a storyline like that, but it is what it is. I know some people like to comment on that a lot, but whatever. I just want you guys to let you know. I understand that I'm the one throwing the balls, and whatever. Like, some of them are my fault. Some of them are just the fact that the quarterback's accuracy is not that high and it doesn't throw where I want it. But it is what it is. So Travis Evans getting the game started out with a 5-yard rush for Georgia State. Now 2nd and 8. Ronnie Bell dropping back later in the drive. He scrambles to his right. He's going to end up picking up 4 yards on the gain. So we're moving slowly but surely here on this drive. 3rd and 4 coming up. And now here we go on 3rd and 4. Ronnie Bell, the shotgun set. Dropping back, finds Danny Williams on the hitch route. That will be a first down, a little bit more. It'll be cross midfield. 13 yards total on the pickup. That's going to be a new set of downs. Now it's 2nd and 4. Ronnie Bell is going to end up handing this one off to Gerald House. House is going to rush that one up the middle. And by the way, this is going to be the last week without sliders. We're going to be implementing some sliders before next week's video. So that should be very entertaining. I've already played on the sliders. I've already played next week's game, and I will say that is going to be very entertaining. I think it's a change for the good, and I'm very excited about it. So Travis Evans here cannot pick up the yard he needs on 3rd and 1. That's going to set up a 4th and 1, and we're going to have to bring out the field goal unit here on 4th and 1. So we're going to attempt a, 30-ish? No, it's like a 35-yard field goal. That one is up and good. So we are down 7-3, still 2nd and 8 on the next Georgia State drive as we're into the second quarter. At this point, it's a fumble. Payne on the return. He's going to break a tackle, and he will end up rumbling his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they take a 14-3 lead early on. Western Kentucky in control at this point. Jermichael Payne, huge play. You can see him celebrating. It's not often a guy that big gets to celebrate in a touchdown dance, so he will take advantage of that right there. But Ronnie Bell comes back running the read option. He's going to end up picking up the first down, 14 yards total on the gain. We did a lot of running this episode. I got Travis Evans back implemented to the offense, and he really is my best option at running back. But on 3rd and 6, Ronnie Bell can do nothing except throw that one away. That would set up a 4th down. And this is the thing I struggle with Ronnie Bell sometimes, is we don't really have a deep ball threat with him. He doesn't have great arm, and he struggles to move the ball down the field at times. But that's really my that's why I side with McClain sometimes over him if I really need to get the offense going. But here we have a decompletion and a face mask. That's going to be a huge pickup. Brent McClendon is the, I guess, what would you call? I don't know what the word would be, but he is the one who committed the face mask. So 1st and 10, that's going to be completed to Jarrell Moore. Another first down inside of a minute to play in the second quarter. Western Kentucky continuing to drive. Brandon Doughty drops back, finds his man Henry over the middle, or to the left side, who cuts back in and picks up 11 yards on the gain. 1st and goal inside the 10-yard line, inside the 5-yard line at this point on 3rd and goal. I formation. This is going to be a handoff to Antonio Andrews. Andrews is going to be pushed into the end zone for the touchdown, 2 yards on the touchdown run right there, and it's a 21-3 lead. Western Kentucky takes this one into the half, absolutely pounding on this Georgia State team. It is clear that we are just outmatched today. We may not be able to do anything about it. We'll see if we can get some sort of spark going into the second half. So to start out the second half, we are going to end up returning the kick. Albert Wilson is back to field. He fields it in his own end zone. We'll take it out to the left side. Wilson, he picks up a block. He's got the sideline. He's going to beat out that man. He's got no one to beat. He could go all the way, and he will. Albert Wilson, 102 yards on the return. Touchdown, Georgia State, and we cut the lead to 21-10. Now, here's where the scoreboard would actually disappear on me. So, I mean, you're kind of just going to have to remember the score at this point. So, it's 21-10, and this is going to be a completion in the flat for a pickup of 12 yards. Shaquille Johnson on the reception right there. Now, it looks like a second down maybe. You really can't tell because there's no scoreboard, but this one is going to be fired to Brown on the left side, who will pick up a nice 15-yard game. Stephon Brown with the first down. Now on 1st and 10, Brandon Doughty is going to drop back, shotgun set, fires to the left side. That's going to be caught by Bo Brand, who gets absolutely leveled by one of our defenders. But that's a 7-yard pickup. Now here's a short distance toward the first down marker. It's going to be a speed option. Pitch to Antonio Andrews, and Andrews has the sideline. He's going to pick up the first down and a lot more, 15 yards total. And we will be a first down inside the red zone at this point at about the 20-yard line. Now here's a shotgun set on 1st down. Brandon Doughty finds his man Allen out of the backfield on the screenplay. That's going to set up a 1st and goal inside the 10, a 12-yard pickup for Leon Allen. And now here on 1st and goal, Brandon Doughty pitches it to Leon Allen. Allen, though, is going to lose a couple yards. He's going to lose 4 total. That's going to set up a 2nd and goal from the 13. Now 3rd and goal from about the 6. Doughty drops back. He's looking. He's going to fire it over the middle to Bo Brand. And I've really learned at this point you can't run zone coverage when you're in the red zone like that, or really when you're in the 10-yard line, because they'll find a hole at some point if you don't get the proper rush to the quarterback. So you got to run man coverage in that situation. But, you know, you always learn from your mistakes. So next drive, it's 28-10 at this point. The Western Kentucky Hilltoppers are on top at this point, so it's a huge lead for Western Kentucky, and they're driving once again. 1st and 10 here. Doughty, he will drop back, looking, fires to the left side. That's going to be caught by Jarrell Moore, an 11-yard pickup. Now later in the drive, inside of the 35-yard line, Doughty puts his tight end in motion, shifts him over to the right side. He will drop back from under center. He's going to end up firing it out of bounds, and that is going to set up a 4th down. So they will bring out the field goal unit, and here it comes. This kick is up, and it is good. So they take a 31-10 lead, a full 3-touchdown lead at this point. And you can see the scoreboard's finally back. We are almost at the end of the 3rd quarter, but this is where Georgia State starts to put it together. Jordan Giles picks up 19 yards right there. We're going to do a little bit of a play action right here. Evans on the fake. We were going to throw it downfield to Danny Williams over the middle for a 21-yard pickup. Ronnie Bell looking good right now with his great accuracy showing right here. Sometimes it's a little bit inconsistent, but when he's on, he is on. 3rd and 3, we pick up the first down in the read option right there, and that's going to give us a new set of downs. Now 2nd and 10, Ronnie Bell, the shotgun, looking over the middle, does not find Williams open. He scrambles, got a man coming, fires it, and that was just a, that was totally a play where it was like, we're down 3 touchdowns. If I throw it away, it's a wasted play. It's a wasted time. We got to get something going. And that was really that gunslinger mentality. I felt like I had to get something going. I had to do something, and I just could not. But we are going to end up forcing the 4th down right there. There's a flag on the field, but it would not hinder the play. So 1st and 10, we get the ball back with 5 minutes left. I'm throwing it deep. That's going to be caught by Danny Williams. Ronnie Bell showing off his arm strength there. That is his one concern, as I mentioned before, but he looked good right there. Now Danny Williams once again will pick up the first down just at the 1-yard line. 15-yard pickup. Danny Williams, 30th in the NCAA right now in NCAA receiving yards. He has been very good. The handoff to Travis Evans, and Evans picks up the 1-yard touchdown run. So we cut it to 2 touchdowns. That interception turns out not to kill us too much. Like I said right there, that was completely my fault. I just forced that one in there. And that was silly. And that was me trying to make a play when there was nothing to be right there. So anyway, Jarrell Moore down the field. And this one would pretty much clinch it. I mean, really, they're about to take a 3-possession lead with under 4 minutes to play. There's really not much we can say at this point. 3rd and 7, handoff to Antonio Andrews. And once again, man, we couldn't get the 3rd down stops. Antonio Andrews picks up 8 right there. 1st and goal. Once again, Andrews will cut to the outside, get into the end zone. It's a 3-touchdown lead. I really felt like at that point, it's a 2-touchdown game. maybe we could have got back into it, but now it's a 3-touchdown game. So on the ensuing kickoff, we need something to get going here. Albert Wilson started return 1 today. Lightning's not going to strike twice, right? Well, Albert Wilson cuts to the outside. He's got some room. He's got the sideline. No one to beat. Albert Wilson, another kickoff return for a touchdown. 100 yards flat on this one. What an impressive day by the senior, trying to energize this crowd, trying to spark this team, doing whatever he can. He's the senior, he's the leader, he's the captain. He knows it's important to get something going here, but Antonio Andrews is going to break a tackle, and he's going to end up being brought down, picking up 17 yards on the gain. 3 minutes, 15 to play. We need to get some stops here. We got 2 timeouts left. 3rd and 7. Dowdy drops back, fires to the flat. Henry is going to end up being stopped short. 4th and 3 coming up, and Georgia State gets another shot. Can we make something happen? 1st and 10. Ronnie Bell will drop back out of the shotgun set. Takes a deep drop back. He fires. It's intercepted. Robinson, and he is going to return this one all the way to the house. Once again, that's a sense of I tried to throw it. I hit the analog stick to throw it to the right, but Bell, because he's not that high overall, ends up making a bad play. He throws it right to the guy. I mean, I know that's a little bit of a force, but, you know, at the same time, it's just, you know, if you had a higher quarterback accuracy rating, he would have completed that pass. But Albert Wilson, for the 3rd time today, returns it all the way to the house. Incredible, 102 yards. Albert Wilson, he's saying something about that Return Man of the Year award. I'm telling you guys, Albert Wilson is insane. The leader of this team, the captain. We cut it to a 2-touchdown game. At this point, we have to onside it. It's going to be recovered by Jarrell Moore. Moore will be brought down right there. He won't pick up any extra yards, but it's going to be a 2nd and 4 here for Antonio Andrews on the handoff. He gets to the outside. He picks up a block, and Antonio Andrews' huge day continues, just running all over this Georgia State defense. So, man, what an incredible performance so far by Albert Wilson. Is he going to get a 4th kickoff return for a touchdown? No, right? Can't be. He returns it from the end zone. He cuts up the middle. He's brought down. Only picking up 16 on the gain. Thought I'd fool you guys a little bit right there. But 1st and 10. Here we go. It's a 3-touchdown game. Can we get something going? Maybe get one more touchdown. Try to make it look a little bit better. We got a man downfield. Albert Wilson once again. His incredible day continues. 39 yards on the gain. Impressive throw by Ronnie Bell. Like I said, his deep ball is kind of his weak part, but he's showing it right here as he finds Drew Pearson over the middle. Gets inside the 20-yard line, almost at the 10. 33 yards total on the gain. Now on 2nd and 10, 54 seconds to play. Bell fires this one over the middle. He will find Kelton Hill, and that I believe is Hill's 1st touchdown of the season. So once again, back and forth, cutting it to a 14-point game. Another onside kick coming up. We are not quite out of it yet. I tried something a little bit different this time. Same result. We do not end up getting it back, and with no timeouts, this pretty much seals it. So, you know, the turnovers were a little bit reduced today. I think that is really the key for us going forward. As we fall to 5-4, we need to take at least one of our last 3 games to become bowl eligible, 2 of our last 3 to clinch a bowl game, as 7 wins does guarantee you a slot in a bowl game for the postseason. So that's really going to be the key as we aim for the last quarter of the season to try and make a bowl game. That is pretty much our goal at this point. We're probably not going to win the conference, although we still have an outside chance at doing so, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, if we can keep the turnovers down, I think this team does have a great shot at, you know, playing in December, playing in the postseason. So anyway, that's going to wrap this video. So I thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy. And those are out. Peace.